hurt.
Make sure to block that swashbuckler. After he jumps to you, he'll only be on you until you block it. Possibly the swashbuckler.
Alright, I'll grab the collar then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, here we go. Hey, I'm trying to get over here. I got the
My horn, 3-2 now. Swashbuckler jump, block him. Got him. Nice, nice. There's his jump, block him. You gotta block it or we can't get Taunt back.
I'll grab left side.
Roger.
Horn.
Ooh.
Never to block. I will get the left side.
Alright, I'll get that right archer stacked on left.
Ooh, all kinds of bad stuffs. Oh yeah, that was dumb. Hey, we didn't wipe on ads once.
Yay!
Alright.
So I'm getting hearing bio mic coming back through. If someone has like, I don't know, their mic near their head earpiece or something, I'm not sure.
There's an echo.
It's not really like an echo, it's just coming back like once. Kind of echo.
So I don't know what the debuff looks like, but I'm sure I'll figure it out quick.
Yeah.
Because all it says is, you know,
You'll get a debuff.
imminent chill and imminent blister, and I'm just like, nice description, but what's the icon for that? Everybody know what they're doing with the domes and the interrupts?
Are we gonna be assigning people?
I'll get back right.
I totally assign myself.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, we're probably good then.
Okay, we'll find out.
Still need bashers in front left and front right.
There's
Has everyone done this? First
No.
time?
I mean, I know we're
I have a clear on it on vet.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna teach a lot of us the mechanics then? Because I'm sure some of us hasn't completed this first boss.
Yeah, so there's gonna be, we need 4 DPS in 4 corners, so traditionally this is back right, this back left is up there, and front right is up there by the challenge banner. What's gonna end up happening is one of the 2 bosses is gonna come down from the top first. It's either gonna be ice or fire. So we just need both healers to coordinate grabbing the gold globes on the left and right side. So if you grab it, you can grab it and deactivate it in the orb on the left and right side. So both healers need to kind of coordinate when we're in the center, how they're, because it does damage you over time. So You need to grab the fire dome to damage the ice boss, and you need to grab the ice dome to damage the fire boss. What's going to end up happening is at 80%, the 4 DPS will need to go to their corners and get the bashes. They'll need to grab the color of the orb in order to bash the boss. So, for example, if the ice boss comes down first, we will be grabbing the fire bubble right here, and the healers will stand in the middle. Make sure you stand still, because the tanks will need to hold the boss into the orb, and the boss will place down AoE dots that they'll have to kind of kite around the dome, similar to VKA hard mode on the last boss. And then there will be Atronachs that spawn every so often. We'll need to hold burn. This is not a hard burn or burn type of trial. It's very loose on burn, so we need to hold burn and kill ads. And after 80%, the next bash mechanic, I believe, is at 60%. Sorry, 65%. And then after that, we'll need 2 teams of split into 2. So we'll need a tank, 4 DPS and a healer on left. A tank, 4 DPS and a healer on right. So what's gonna happen is each of the tanks are gonna at some point see like a whirling circle coming at them. That's the indication that they're about to get one-shotted by the boss, because once that circle reaches the tank, they will no longer be protected by the bubble, and the other tank will have to take aggro off of that boss. But it's easier if you guys see it, so you can get some reps in.
And that'll happen just when we have the single boss, not even at the twins yet?
Yes, that is correct. Okay. Yeah, it'll happen on the single boss, so you guys will have to start pulling aggro off of each other once you see one of the tanks is gonna see it.
Gotcha.
So both of you won't always see it.
Cool, yeah. Dagoth, I'll
be the first to get it.
Go first, yeah.
So, can you not hear me?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Do the killers know that they're not sanctioned to grab just ice or just fire? Like, they both need to work together?
Yes.
Because I think, like, the healers are saying, I'll grab fire, I'll grab ice. Well, no, you're both going to be grabbing fire, you're both going to be grabbing ice.
So the way it works is, in order to kill these dogs up here, we're going to have to grab both orbs, because we're going to have to grab ice orb and fire orb. We're going to need to grab the ice orb to kill the fire dogs, and we're going to need to grab the fire orb to kill the ice dogs. So healers just get some practice in grabbing those orbs and killing these ads, because once we kill these dogs, the boss will jump. It's random on which one comes first. It can be fire boss, and it can be ice boss, but they're located up there. You can see them sitting on their little thrones. They'll jump down. Once they do jump down, so who are our healers again?
Q and Manor.
So you guys need to be on comms, so you need to actually be on mic. Because you need to coordinate, because this is iced. Once you grab it, you can only stack it up to, I want to say, 30 or 40 stacks until it's a one-shot. So you will need the other healer to take it off of you.
Nah, you just look at it, bro.
You just look at it. You can look at it from any position on the arena. And it's important that you don't grab both of them when 2 orbs are close to each other. You just see a Nova mechanic that just happened, which is what will wipe the group. So make sure you don't overlap. There will only be one scenario where we'll need both domes up at the same time, and that's after split phase at 65%.
Dagoth, only split. Do you want fire or ice, and left or right?
Oh, I guess I'll do left side. Fire.
Fire? Okay.
make it easy
Yes.
so the orb's like right
Yeah,
next to the
exactly.
boss.
So you want to bring Fire Boss to the left and the Ice Boss on the right, and then eventually you guys will have to swap once you get that enrage mechanic or that little swirling AoE mechanic. It's kind of like Zolvaka's Heavy. If you've ever
Put my
tanked
shield charge on.
VRG, it's a similar scenario. We still need a front left and front right DPS to volunteer to bash. This is a very mechanic heavy fight, so it's important that everybody stays on top of it. So,
When we do the split, we're gonna just stack on
so
one
you
and
stack
kill
with
it.
when we split, you stack with your group. So, for example, if I'm on left side, which I will be because I'm taking back left bash, it's just easier for me to stay on the left group. So we only need 2 people to swap the ice orb from each other. So I can grab the first ice orb, and then MK, if you're gonna be on left with me, you grab the second one. So I just discharged it, but I'll just say take ice, and then that's your cue to take ice from me. And then once you're ready for me to take it, you just say take ice, and I'll grab it back.
When we split, we're gonna just kill one. So everyone's gonna stack on fire.
No.
We probably need to split the actual
The
group.
group.
You will need to split the group into 2.
6 and
So
6.
there'll be six
Is
people
it like
left.
enraged? Because I seen in Nephis they did that.
VMAL
Yeah,
twins.
so they only enrage if you end up killing one of them first, and on regular vent you have 15 seconds to kill the other boss after killing one of the bosses. On hard mode it's 7.5. But the easiest way to do this is to grab left dome. If I'm on left side, put it right here. All the DPS and healers will get inside this dome if you're on the left side. If I'm on right side, grabbing right dome, putting it right here. Just make sure at no point you wiggle around. Do not DPS dance with your domes. Do not get them at risk of touching the other dome on the other side, because that will blow up the group. Only other mechanic other than the execute mechanic is at some point a DPS is going to have a glowing AoE at the bottom of their feet, which you will need to meet with the other DPS in the middle, like right here, right where I'm jumping. Just meet with them right here, and you guys will have to blow up that AoE on top of each other, kind of like a bug bomb if you've been in what's it called, Black Rose, to prevent each other from dying. And then you go back to your group on the left or right side. But again, this is it's just easier to see everything as it's happening. So we still need a front left DPS to bash, I believe. So somebody needs to volunteer for that.
I can do it. So you just bash the ad over there, or do you bash it and then you gotta bash the boss?
So the first thing you're gonna need to do is pay attention to the boss that comes down. If you are the basher, and you need to pay attention to what ice we're picking up. So let's just say fire boss comes down, and we're picking up ice for the entirety of that portion of the fight until 80%. So what's going to happen is after 80%, the boss is going to teleport, and this is a very quick mechanic. It happens very rapidly, so you need to be on top of it almost immediately at 80%. There's going to be 4 orbs that spawn in 4 corners of the room. You as the basher will need to grab that ice and bash the boss. You cannot bash the boss if you don't have the dome on top of them. So you will need to grab the ice orb and bash the boss, and then if you look at the orb again, you can deactivate it.
Okay. So if it's the fire boss, for instance, you grab ice, get the bash, grab the orb. Is that the order?
You
grab the orb,
so
bash.
Yeah, you grab the orb, but do not prematurely grab the orb, because there is a cooldown once you deactivate it, and you cannot immediately grab it again. You want to make sure you actually see the boss teleport to that orb first, then you grab the orb.
Okay.
Yeah, this is more of a learn as you go kind of thing.
But if it's fire, you grab ice, go over there, get the bash, then grab the orb. Is that?
Take it. So you grab the dome.
I'll probably just have to see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait for the boss to. There will be an orb. Like it'll be a red orb if it's the fire boss, and that's how you'll know to grab. ice to bash the boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty easy, man.
So if you're front and left, you'll go in the front and left direction. It won't always be perfectly in the front and left. You'll kind of have to maneuver around that general area, but just we like to think about it as quadrants. So if I'm back left, I have this entire back left quadrant where the orb could potentially spawn. So just pretty much just keep to your quadrant.
Yeah, I have seen one fairly close, like behind group, almost in center-ish.
Yeah. Yes, sometimes they can spawn right next to each other, which leads to confusion. So just remember, whatever orb is in your quadrant, you are responsible for that quadrant.
Okay. So you stay in your group until percentages, like 80% or whatever, and then you move over there?
You stay as one group until 80%, until 65%. You stay as one group. It's 65. It's after 65% when both bosses will jump down, and we'll need to go on our respective sides to grab the bubbles, so we can begin damaging them.
Which is we need to split off into our groups so we know where to go.
Yeah. So everybody just assign yourself your left and right sides right now, so there's no confusion.
Split up, gang.
So we need 4 DPS, a healer on the left, as well as the main tank that's going to be tanking, and then vice versa on the right.
Sweetheart, if you're fire, you go on the right. Ice goes on the left. So ice team is on left, and then fire team is on right. So if you're going to be in this corner with me and I'm ice, you're fire, you go in that team.
So the only thing... There's no such thing as fire team or ice team per se.
Oh, we're not doing that strat? Okay.
Because their bosses are gonna have to be exchanged at some point, and they'll have to be taunted off of each other, and then taunted back. It is a slow burn fight, so what's gonna end up happening is whoever the main tank is Dagoth. He might see a swirling AoE converge on him, and that's his signal that he needs the other tank to taunt that boss off of him, and then he'll take that boss and taunt it off of whoever the other tank is on the other side. I think it's Wildchild.
Yeah, but we're not switching the DPS. The tanks will switch. Like they run. Like, the bosses aren't gonna move.
It's like switching in VHOF triplets. We're just gonna boss will stay there though.
Yeah, exactly. So you can stay there and then just switch with the opposite tank and just taunt with the taunt the opposite boss, range taunt, and then run over to it, and you can physically be there to taunt it, if that makes sense. It is very similar to VMAL, to be honest with you.
I'm sure I have debuffs only on.
Yeah, I did this yesterday with like a different strat. We picked and choose, 4 fires and then 4 ice. So in the first 2 phases of this boss, are we gonna split into, the corners, right? Like two people per corner. We're gonna do that strat or no?
Oh, for the interrupts.
For the interrupts, you just need one person to go to each corner, which is why the DPS just need to assign themselves where they're going.
And then we're gonna get 2 phases of that before we split into 2 groups of 2.
Yeah, that's the only time we're gonna see bash mechanic. We're only gonna see it those 2 times. It does not occur when the boss is split.
Okay.
We're one stack until they both come down.
Correct. Until 65%, we're going to remain as one group. It's after 65% when we have to split. It's after that bash mechanic happens after 65% when we split. So, again, if you're grabbing Dome on left side, grab it and bring it right here. That way the tank has plenty of room to maneuver around.
Alright, let's go.
Do we determine what healer's gonna grab the dome first, and who's gonna take it off, so they don't grab it?
Yeah, so healers, you need to be on comms with each other, so you can say take it when you're about to take a lot of dot damage from that dome. It's about 15 seconds. Yeah. You have 15 seconds to swap that over.
The video I seen said like 15-20 stacks and drop it, so...
You could actually go up to 30 to 35, yeah, before it actually starts threatening you.
I'll grab the ice wolves.
The less health you have, the better for this fight. If you're grabbing those orbs, that's why a lot of people recommend using parse food.
But just for the healers, just remember, if we have the fire boss out and we're using the ice dome, like each healer is not going to be assigned to a fire or an ice dome. Like y'all are both going to be on that ice dome, and y'all will just be going back and forth, dropping the ice dome.
Yeah, you're just trading it. Yeah, you're trading it.
It's not going to be like Nanner's going to be assigned to fire, and the other one's going to be assigned to the blue one. Like,
yeah. If healers want to practice trading orbs, you can do that. Yeah.
Because it's really fast, you have to be able to drop it and pick it up really fast.
So ideally the person that's tanking the boss first is going to grab the 2 orbs. Like, once we kill the fire dogs, grab the ice orb. Once we kill the ice dogs, then then the healer will grab the orb of the boss that's designated to it.
So think of it this way, like, we're not doing damage unless we have the dome up. So we always need the dome up. So the healers are going to be exchanging the dome, and then that's how we run our damage.
Exactly, there should always be a dome up in the fight at all times. And it needs to be the correct color.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Twitter, you're showing offline.
Oh, okay. Damn, you're showing offline.
You need to grab the ice
dome
orb to kill the fire dogs. Remember that, healers.
Okay, let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. Now you can deactivate ice. Wait for boss to drop down.
Oh, the fire boss.
So it is fire boss. So healer, you are going to have to grab the ice orb.
I got a healer. Once we have it.
Whoever the healer is needs to grab ice orb now. Yeah, that's why you can't just play around with it. You have to grab it in a timely manner. I'm guessing both healers grabbed it too prematurely.
Yeah, that's why one should come first.
Alright, swap.
Swap? Got him.
There you go.
Do not move around with the dome. Stand middle of the arena.
Everybody needs to be on the ice acto or the
Get off of, take burn off of boss. We need to focus.
Turn and burn.
We need to put a dome up. Yeah. One of the tanks is dead.
Oh shit. Other tanks.
Focus that other Atro down. We need healers on comms. You guys need to be talking to each other when you're grabbing that ice.
I mean, just make sure we always have a dome up. So we're doing fire boss, so make sure the ice is out. So both healers just make sure it's out.
Yeah, and you need to communicate with each other when you're about to die from the dome dot, because it will kill you in 15 seconds, like I said. So when you're ready for the other healer to take it, just say take it.
I mean, it's nice to have that, but once you see the dome go down, the other healer just grab it. Because you know if you grabbed the orb or not. So like if you didn't have it and you see that it's not up, just grab it.
Or if you tell them to take
Alright, let's go.
keep it up.
Let's do it.
And it's also important that the reason we have the healers doing this and not DPS is, well, particularly the DPS can do it, but it's just easier because the DPS healers shouldn't be moving around with the dome. So if you're a healer, traditionally you're just standing still with the dome in the middle of the arena.
Put away that dome. Okay, fire dome.
Healer grab fire, nice.
This is not a fast burn.
Yeah, just not a hard push on boss, just slow burn.
Turn and burn.
Grab that ice.
Out.
Frost outro.
Other frost is up.
Yeah, I need to swap. Wow.
I can't hear you.
Alright, so the video I've seen is once the ads come up, the main thing swaps off.
Yeah, I said it like.
Other
Does it
healer,
have
you
a
need to
dome
grab
up?
the dome.
They got through mic's pretty quiet. And some people's are like crazy loud. It's hard to hear sometimes.
Just once the ads come out, you guys make the swap.
Okay.
They're enraging. We've got to focus down this frost act route.
Whoever's got the dome, you can't be moving around.
Yeah, try to stay still with the dome.
Bashers, get ready.
We have bash phase. Bash phase. Make sure you're grabbing fire. Go to your corners, quadrants.
Nice, nice.
And then if you're the last one, deactivate your orb.
Oh.
Did we miss a bash in the middle?
Yeah, it must
Yeah,
have.
there was one in the middle we never grabbed.
This outcome was inevitable.
Yeah, because there was an orb right here too where I'm jumping.
Yeah, there's always going to be 4, so if you haven't gotten one, you need to look for yours.
If you're back right.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah. Getting the hang of the bash mechanic is also very key.
You need fire dome?
Yeah.
This will just be a moment. My hounds are as cold-hearted as I.
First Astro is up.
Swap.
Yep, pull
Nah,
burn,
swap, swap.
Grabbing. I got him.
Warhorn.
Second Astro up.
Don't damage the boss, guys. Don't want to use that.
I'm gonna move the boss.
Okay, push boss to 80.
Keep these rats from nipping at my heels for a moment, lad.
Bash phase coming up. Get to your quadrants. You're grabbing fire and you're bashing. Yeah, guess you have to grab fire and bash.
Alright, my bad.
Do you ever get tired of winning, brother?
It's all good. Right back into it.
Me neither.
We got this.
Alright, pulling.
So hey, in that situation, I gotta run all the way over here, grab the fire, and then run all the way back to get the interrupt.
No.
No, the boss will teleport
just-
to you.
You just look at it, guys. Yeah, just look at it.
Ice dome? Okay, let it go. Oh, we need ice dome. Okay.
Over here and grab that on.
Healer, grab an ice dome.
Breathe life into my house.
First Astro up.
Yeah, full burn off boss.
Alright, swap.
Grabbing. I got.
push to 80. Okay, bash phase is coming up in 3%. Bash phase. Bash phase. You're grabbing ice. Okay, put it away the bubble. Healer, get ready to grab the new bubble.
It's gonna be fire.
You're going to be grabbing fire, yep.
I got a horn. 3-2 now.
We'll burn off boss.
Frost Thatcher up.